Ready?
Ready?
Hey everyone, welcome back to the latest episode of Snitchin. It's your host, Kristen.
And Brittany, get ready for the best part of your day.
What up, Britt? I love our little intro. I feel like now whenever you say it, I like bop my head along as you're saying it.
I was thinking that while I was saying it. I was like, Kristen's always like bobbing around when I'm like, get ready for the best part of your day.
What up, girl? How was your weekend? How was Harper, your niece's birthday?
It was good. It was good. So they're having like a big first, this is a total like first time parent thing. They're having like a big party for Harper in August down in Situate. But then last night they had like their families over and like some of their friends. So it was like basically another party, like a pre-party. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
Tyler didn't even get a birthday party for turning one. I don't even know if he's getting a second birthday party.
It's
Shit, they
okay.
don't tell you. Birthday parties suck as a
I,
parent. Suck.
I feel like that would be so stressful.
Yeah, take a year off if you can.
Yeah, right. Well, I'm glad that you
How's your
guys had
weekend?
fun. It was good. I had a great day on Saturday. I bopped around Boston with my friend Katie. And
Good.
then I did see Coffee Date Man on Friday night, and I have to redact something from our Friday episode. Google lied to us, basically. And if you listen to Friday's episode, we exposed read receipts.
Oh,
And
damn.
I know. So basically, I thought that if someone had read receipts on, that me as the person who doesn't have read receipts on, like I can see when they open my text, which is what I want. That's preferable. But I kind of got freaked out about it and Googled it, and Google says the opposite, that the
We
sender,
found a flaw. We found a flaw in AI.
no,
I swear to God.
we
Like,
found
read the blurb, the screenshot. I took a screenshot of it.
who do we like notify at Google? Like this is need to know information. You guys have to have this updated correctly because people are freaking out.
Seriously. Or maybe we tell Apple to like get Google's case.
Yeah, there's a flaw in the
But yeah,
system.
Chris, because we like posted about it on the story, and Chris was like, that's not right, right? And I was like, shut up, Chris. I don't want to hear it. I was like, it's too late. Just stop talking.
I was fully convinced that we were correct, but then when I saw Coffee Date Man, I couldn't help myself. Like, of course, I knew
Yeah.
I knew I was going to bring it up. I remember thinking like I wanted to bring this up casually. Classically didn't. Just like straight up was like, so do you have free receipts? Basically no chill at all. And
Yeah.
then he was like, oh, I didn't even know I had that. Like I was like, oh, you can see when I read your texts. And he was like, no, it just says delivered.
Okay, well, that's what we thought all along.
No, like literally so happy, like again, blessed. However, I should have just let it lie at that point because followed up with like, oh well, I can see yours. I can see when you I was like, I can see when you open my text. And he was
Yeah,
like,
word vomit.
okay. Word vomit. Yeah, but totally. But that he disabled them. I noticed that.
Oh, he did?
Yes.
Oh, damn.
So
Well, good. People
I
with read receipts are
know.
weird.
Yes.
I mean, why? Like, I don't understand why you would have it on. I can't
No,
think of one reason.
there's no benefit for you to have those on.
Right. I literally can't think of one reason.
And this is not the first time that I've alerted someone to the fact that they have read receipts on. I feel like it's something that you could easily, like, if you just go into your settings by accident, like toggle it on, there's no way for you to know that you have them on. I'm always
Oh,
slightly,
really?
yeah, like, I don't think it shows any difference for you. I'm always scared I have them on. Like, it's a weird
Oh,
phobia I have where I will check sometimes.
I would think that if you have them on, you could still see like your read, like when you opened it or something.
I don't know.
Stay away from those read receipts. They're sketchy AF.
Sketchy AF. Apple, AI, Google,
Get
all
your
the
shit together.
get it together.
We're relying on you.
Totally. This is need to know information. This is valuable need to know information. So please
Exactly.
correct it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah. AI, don't get it wrong again because the human race is depending on you.
Listen, and the snitches, we can't be misleading them. So sorry for our mistake on Friday, but glad that we could correct that for all of you. That was just I had to get that off my chest.
Well, it sounds like he hasn't found the pod.
No, I don't think he has found the pod. So rest
Good.
assured
That's good.
there. Yeah. So that's definitely a good thing. Anyway, we have a great episode for you all today. We are going to be talking about some of the bombshells from Gwyneth Paltrow's new biography. We are also going to be doing a recap of the first episode of The Summer I Turned Pretty, season 3. It's out. 2 episodes are out right now. And then we are also going to be finishing with a little Taylor talk because something's going on online in Taylor Nation. And we think that she might be dropping something soon. So we're going to get into all of it. First up, Gwyneth Paltrow's memoir. Guess what? We can start as just some of the highlights of the things that stood out. Reminder: Gwyneth Paltrow dated Brad Pitt from 1994 to 1997. They met on the set of the movie Seven. And I always forget Gwyneth Paltrow, like every time I feel like she's in the news and I see something about her, I forget just how fascinating her life is. I feel like she has lived 7 lives.
Yeah, that's true. Especially like growing up in Hollywood and stuff. We also like, I mean, we don't know her, but like, Jules, our friend Jules's cousin is married to Gwyneth Paltrow's cousin. So like they've seen each other. Like our friend went to the same wedding as her.
Yeah, I mean,
So we
like we're
kind of know her.
yeah, like we're practically related. So, but like she dated Brad when they were dating, she was like 23 years old when she was on that movie. She
Really?
was a child. That's so young.
Yeah, that is young.
I
That was
always
like peak Brad Pitt though.
Oh my God, he was so cute.
Yeah, he was very attractive.
Well, there was a few headlines that came out in this memoir about surrounding Brad, which I was thought was fascinating. She was dating Brad Pitt when she was filming the movie Emma, which is based off of a Jane Austen novel. It's a really good movie. And during that shoot, Gwyneth expressed doubts to a crew member that Brad Pitt wasn't right for her, and admitted that she had a crush on Hugh Grant. It also came out that part of the issues that maybe she had with Brad, that he was threatened by her success. Apparently, Gwyneth went over to a friend makeup artist's place and cried about it and said that he wanted to be with her, but was threatened by her success and all the attention she was receiving. Also, something along the lines of like, he was raised, I think, in Oklahoma, and she is the daughter of a famous actress and movie producer. I didn't realize this, but in looking up information about this to prep for today, Steven Spielberg is her godfather.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's like the Nepo baby.
yes. Like I could see them
Yeah.
having different backgrounds, and that was something that came out in the memoir. Was like it seemed like maybe she thought he was a little too like lowbrow for her. Um,
Oh, really?
yeah, that's kind of what it made it seem like. There was a line about Brad and I had very different upbringing. She told an interviewer. So when we go to restaurants and order caviar, I have to say to Brad, "This is beluga, and this is I'm going to mess up this word osatra. I don't even know what that is,
Oh, ew. That's snobby. Well,
but
okay, wait, though, did you know that she didn't write the book?
yeah, it's a biography.
Yeah, but it's like unofficial or unauthorized or whatever. So like she has no
Oh.
it's not like this is what she's telling us.
Okay, that's super important. Grain of salt.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, take that as you will, but that could mean it's like more accurate too.
Yeah, that's true. But I thought that was super interesting. And then another thing that came out was that she kind of was like throwing shade after they broke up when he married Jennifer Aniston. Like there's just like a couple
Oh,
things.
I
Yeah.
mean, imagine breaking up with a guy and then him dating Jennifer Aniston. Like, talk about a self-confidence kick in
Then
the face.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right. I'm sure she was salty about it, but she broke up with him, I think. And literally that next year, she went and started dating Ben Affleck.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
Yeah, so maybe not.
yeah, she breaks up with Brad in 1997, and she had just done the movie Seven. She just did the movie Emma, and then she starts dating Ben Affleck like the year later. And then that next year, 1998, when she was 26 years old, she won an Oscar for Shakespeare in Love.
Damn. She did a lot. Like, I feel like I don't know a lot about her, like, younger age. I just picture her as like 35 and above.
1000%. Like she lived a full life in the 90s that I feel like we do not remember. And Homegirl, she had it going on. Like she
Yeah.
was everywhere.
Goals.
But anyway, so one of the things that came out about Ben Affleck that was interesting, she said that they had like an amazing sex life.
Oh, yeah. I
And
saw that.
yep. And she said that, or it was not she said, right? It was the biographer, Amy Odell, wrote that it was Ben Affleck's like self-destructive behavior that basically tore them apart, that they had like incredible physical chemistry, but he had like
They're
gambling,
drinking, right? He had
drinking.
drinking problems.
gambling, and it's alluded that he may have even cheated on her. She was like quoted in an interview like around that time, basically saying like love men, but they're cheating, you know.
They're like losers.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn. I feel like other actresses, like other Ben Affleck's ex-wives, girlfriends have said that too.
Yeah. I think
Isn't that
he
why he broke up with Jennifer Garner?
I think he's pretty well known for having some like addiction issues and all that jazz.
Yeah.
And then right after she breaks up with Ben, or not right after, but like pretty soon after, she starts dating Chris Martin. And then, the rest is history there.
Damn. Yeah, I mean, they were together for a while.
Yeah, a really long time. She is now married to a guy named Brad, who's a producer. I think it was on Glee. Remember when she did that stint on Glee?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I didn't really watch Glee, but yeah.
She was great. I loved her character. She, I think, met her that now husband. They married in 2014 on that set. So she's been with him for a while. But then you kind of forget too with Chris Martin. Do you remember when they broke up? There was that whole like conscious uncoupling period. Remember, like she and Chris Martin made headlines because they were divorcing, but she labeled it like we're conscious uncoupling.
Oh, I feel like I remember that word. Oh, that's where that came from?
Yeah, from her.
Oh, so stupid.
Well, but like I kind of like her because I feel like she does these things that are like she just I don't know. It just seems like she's unbothered to me. And then she did
Yeah.
the Goop stuff, and she's like Goop. I think is like the number one like wellness brand. Like I think all these other people are trying to catch up to her.
She gets shit though for Goop. She has weird articles.
Well, because also remember she had like the candle that smelled like a vagina.
Yeah, like what the fuck is that?
I don't know, but she's unbothered. I love that.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's the part of her, like when you don't grow up in the real world,
Yeah.
like some things just don't like track. Like that's an obvious one. It's also like if you go on the website, like it's just selling shit. It's like basically Amazon.
But I think they used to have like a publication and it was like more of a
No, they
lifestyle.
definitely do. Yeah. It's a lot of content.
That's a good point. Yeah. When you grow up in such privilege, like you can afford to do, and when you have like the utmost success at the age
Yeah.
of 25, it's like, how can your confidence not be?
You're a little more shameless, I guess.
Yeah, totally. She also, you forget she was in the Marvel universe. She was in Iron Man.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She's Robert Downey Jr.'s love interest.
Oh, I don't watch those.
My sister loves Marvel, so I've seen some of them. But yeah.
What's up next? What were we going to talk about next?
Should we do our Summer I Turned Pretty recap?
Sure.
Okay. So the first two episodes dropped this week. They are coming out with episodes, I think one now every Wednesday. So episode 3 will be dropping this Wednesday. You watched the first episode. I watched the first two, but we'll recap the first one. Like if you haven't watched it, we're going to spoil the first episode. So
Yeah,
just keep it
good
moving
call.
if you don't want spoilers. So basically we are a few years in the future. Belly is at the college Finch, which is where Jeremiah goes, and her and Jeremiah have been dating for a few years and they seem really happy. You find out that she's no longer playing volleyball because she had an injury, but that's because of that she's now a sports psychology major, so that's kind of where she's at.
Oh, yeah.
Jeremiah is getting ready to graduate. He's a big like frat bro, but he finds out he needs to repeat a semester. So he's not going to graduate. He needs to come back for fall semester. And that happens in episode 1. And basically, like, he's really distraught about it. His dad makes him feel like terrible about it and compares him to his
I
brother.
thought that was crazy.
What was?
Well, just that they were like, it's like, what's the big deal? He has to do one more semester. I mean, I know it's extra money, but like, it's not like he's not graduating, like,
Yeah.
ever.
Well, I feel like that's the whole like scene where his dad was giving him such a hard time about it, was to like highlight the fact that he's always getting compared to Conrad.
Yeah, and there he's hard on him. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think it like you can kind of see subtly throughout the rest of that episode, like he kind of almost says to Belly too, like, I'm not Conrad. I think it's just this like
Mm,
inferiority thing about him versus
hmm.
Conrad. But another thing with Belly is that you find out she gets off the wait list for a study abroad in Paris. And she considers turning it down because of Jeremiah, because he's going to come back for fall semester. She won't be here with him. In the end, it turns out she tells him and she's going to accept it. But that was like another thing. And then Conrad seems to be doing well. You see him going to therapy. He just got into a medical internship. You are introduced to his friend who's also like a medical person named Agnes, and we'll talk about her. And then finally, Taylor and Steven are no longer together. You find that out really early on.
Yeah.
but they are secretly hooking up. Taylor is also at Finch. She doesn't live with Belly. They kind of have separate lives. It seems like Taylor's really like into her sorority life. And then Steven graduated from Princeton early, and he's working at like a financial firm. So that's kind of where everyone's at when we see them a few years in the future from season two. Okay, I can we talk about Conrad's girl?
Yeah, I didn't like her. I feel like she seemed like, I don't know, one of those like intellectual types.
Totally. We are Conrad girls through and through. I just want Conrad to be with someone. I don't even care if it's Belly. Like
Yeah.
I don't even love Belly. I like Conrad.
Yeah, I agree actually. I agree.
Yeah. So I just feel like I want him to have a love interest that I really like. And I was kind of hoping I would like Agnes. Like when you first see her, you're like, okay, clearly this is teeing up to be someone who's going to like be there for Conrad. But she's just so annoying. I just
Yeah.
don't.
I think they're trying to make you not like her.
I see. I think the opposite. I feel like they're almost introducing her so you can kind of like have another person for him to root for, like him and her.
Yeah.
I'm just not feeling it. I find she's like too like abrasive or something.
Yeah, I can't put my finger on it. I just feel like she just seemed like she was like a know-it-all snob. Oh, did you read the books?
I did read the books, but I read them a while ago and I can't remember the third. Like I do remember how the third book ends, but I don't remember like the specific scenes or the details of the storyline. Did you?
Yeah. Yeah, I read it like 2 years ago. So yeah, I remember like the big parts, but I don't remember. Like I can't remember if like Belly went to Paris or like if she got that Paris opportunity. For some reason, I don't remember that from the book, but it easily could have been in it. I don't know. But yeah, I actually thought Conrad didn't look like as great this season.
Really?
I don't know why.
Well, one of the things I love about this show is the soundtrack. And that was
Oh
something
yeah.
I wrote down. Just like some of the songs I noticed that they put in, they have the
Hmm.
best soundtrack. Whoever their
Like
music,
the Cranberries, Dreams. Love
yes,
that.
that's such a great song. I feel like that song's making a resurgence with the youth. They know that.
Really?
Yes,
That's
they
a
know
jam.
that. It's a jam. Whoever their music like editor or whatever that job is, you're crushing it. You need a raise.
Yeah.
But also, the first scene of Conrad when he's walking through to the therapist office and there's like a Red Hot
Hmm.
Chili Pepper song, Can't Stop
Hmm.
playing.
Hmm.
Oh my
Hmm. Hmm.
God. I rewound it. I rewound it. I was like, this is,
Really?
yes. I was like, this is badass. He looks like it was almost like a Peaky Blinders kind of moment for me. I was like, this just the soundtrack with him like walking. I don't know. I just thought it was cool.
I'm like not a fan of Red Hot Chili Peppers. I don't know why. I just don't like their music.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I don't really listen to them either, but I just liked that like shot. I thought it was like a cool shot. But
Yeah, I can appreciate that.
you know what song I did note down that I was like, I can't believe they're playing this. Did you clock this? The Nelly and Kelly Rowland.
Yes, I love that song. I was like,
Right.
whoa. It's a
Like,
great song.
I know. I know. Also, last but certainly not least, the best song in the whole entire show, and it was like perfectly used in the final
Oh,
scene.
yeah.
You're losing me. Taylor
I wish there was
Swift.
more of it though. They cut it off right at the best part.
Yeah, agreed, agreed. But like it was perfect.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. I love that song.
And honestly, shout out to second time we've shouted her out on this pod, my cousin Megan, because after we did our Taylor draft episode, she texted me, her and her friend Melina, who are big Swifties, they listened to the episode and they texted and said, "We can't believe you didn't have You're Losing Me on the draft." And honestly, I feel the need to acknowledge that because great take. I totally skipped that one. Like it just wasn't even in my,
Oh, that was on my like list.
oh, it wasn't. I think I would
That
have
was on my
drafted it.
radar. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was on my radar for sure.
Yeah. But we should say like the reason they played that song, which is a breakup song, You're Losing Me, is because at the end of the episode, you find out that Jeremiah hooked up with this girl, Lacey, while
Mm,
in Mexico.
that happened in the book.
Okay. Did that? Thank you for knowing that because I was thinking like I did read the book. I couldn't remember and I wasn't sure if that happened. So it did happen in the book.
Yeah, it did happen. I can't remember if it was like she found out years later, like in a similar, like what happened in the movie, or if it was like she found out more in real time, but he definitely cheated on her on spring break. Yeah.
Okay.
Did he cheat? I feel like in the book he cheated on her more, but in the show, like they were saying he was like, oh, but we had just broken up, like we were on a break type of thing.
Oh, well, no, I know. I couldn't believe they like legit used the Ross and Rachel storyline, like almost to a T.
Legit. I know.
Yeah, so he says that they show you the scene it flashes back to right before he leaves for spring break and they get into a big fight. And I thought by the fight, like it seemed like they were broken up.
See, I haven't seen that part yet.
Oh, sorry.
That's the second. Well, that's okay.
Okay, yeah.
Um, okay, yeah, so they do get into it more. But yeah, that was definitely a big piece in the book. But yeah, they haven't gone back to cousins yet.
No.
Is this one in the summer? I think it's like throughout the year. I don't think it's like just in the summer.
No, yeah, no, they're at college.
Yeah. Yeah, so it will be a different season.
Yeah, I thought the first episode was good. I mean, I thought the first two episodes were good. I was like, I was locked in the whole time. I will say there are some parts that are just so cringe about this show.
Oh yeah, I mean, a girl dating two brothers is cringe.
Yeah, but even like there was a scene with Steven and Taylor and they're like in her dorm room and I just was like I literally physically was cringing when I was watching it.
Yeah.
Like I felt it in my body. It was awkward.
Yeah. I could deal with like a little cheesiness.
Yeah. But I haven't seen any reactions online, so I don't really know what the general public thinks of season 3 so far or the people who are like die hard to the book what they think.
I
I liked
actually
it.
like the show better. Like, I mean, I haven't watched all the show, obviously, but even when I read the book, like my takeaway was I like the show better. I like having Taylor and the brother like they don't get together at all in the book, and it's like much more focused. It seemed like it's much more focused on like Belly and whoever she's with at the time, the book. But like I
Mhm.
feel like the show they make it more of like a almost like the OC feel when they're like all hanging out and it's like a group
Yeah, totally.
of friends. So I like that better. But I hope that they get together. I'm honestly rooting for Taylor and the brother more than Billy and whoever.
Yeah, me too. I love Taylor. I think she's my favorite character.
Yeah, same. She's great.
So yeah, so we'll be recapping this every Monday. And if you don't watch, definitely should. There's only 3 seasons. This is the last season. It's on Amazon Prime. Yeah, it's a
What I
good,
said, episodes, easy,
easy
easy to watch.
peasy.
Good music. There's been a lot of Taylor featured throughout. I'm trying to think of the other songs. They had Daylight in it. They had Snow on the Beach in it. Do you remember any of the other songs?
I don't, but this is a good segue into our Taylor Swift
Oh yeah.
news.
Um, so yeah, Swifties on the internet are going crazy, all up in arms. Um, but I don't know, for people who follow Taylor Nation, they have been posting some very cryptic posts starting on Friday. They posted this thing that was like a listening party for the self-titled album at 1 p.m. on that day. And then on Saturday, they were like, oh, we're gonna have a listening party for Fearless at 2 p.m. And then Sunday it was Speak Now at 3 p.m. So people think it's some kind of countdown is going on, which seems to be the case. There are a lot of fan theories going around. Obviously, people are talking TS12. I hate to break it to people, I don't think it's that. But I guess if they kept going through to Midnight's TTPD would be at 11 on Monday, the 28th, I think. So that would mean like at midnight on Tuesday, something would be out. But then like there was also a post where they posted like they're only celebrating the first 6 eras and 6 albums, so it could also end like later this week. So people think potentially a new album, the documentary. I think I could see it being Reputation. I mean, especially if it's like celebrating they're ending it on Reputation. So it could be the Reputation, it could be or the Vault Songs, the documentary. I mean, I guess it could be the debut album, or it could be TS12, or they could just be clowning us all, which I wouldn't blame them.
Yeah, here's the thing. We're not, I mean, obviously, as everyone knows, we talk Taylor like every episode. We are huge Swifties, but we're not the kind that's going to sleuth on the internet and really like get into all of the Easter eggs. And
Mm,
this is where I would say, the Gen Z Swifties, you know what? Shout out to you guys because you're putting in the work, you're putting in the hours, and we just can't do that. But we appreciate you for
yeah,
doing
but
that
you're
work for
taking it a
us.
little too far. You're spending a little too much, overanalyzing a little too much.
Yeah. Let's not, you guys come up for air once in a while. Like
Exactly.
she loves to mess with us, as we know, because there's always like people were convinced at the AMAs, I think, that something was going to happen. It didn't. But you know
Yeah.
what? I'm hopeful. I hope this countdown is something. I think if I could choose between Vault Songs for Rep, a documentary, TS, I mean, obviously, like a new album would be the best. That's what I would
Yeah.
want top, but I don't think that's happening. Yeah. I actually really want debut.
Well, that's why when they posted the self-titled thing, I was like so confused. I texted you and Gina and I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, is self-titled released and they're just not making a big deal about it? But sadly, it's not.
I just feel like that would be so interesting to see what she does differently with those songs. I feel like her voice is going to sound so different. Like, weren't we talking about when she re-released Fearless? Her voice sounds so different on a
Mm,
lot of those songs.
yeah,
So,
I could see debut being a lot better.
yeah, I hope it happens, but we'll keep you posted as we hear more. But hopefully next week we have some big Taylor news to share with you all.
It's so funny though, like if you were Taylor and you could just like make people go into a frenzy on the internet by doing like
Hmm.
literally like nothing,
I know.
wouldn't you? I would.
Oh, I bet she's like
It's
laughing.
badass. Yeah,
Yeah,
totally.
yeah,
It could
yeah,
be
yeah.
absolutely nothing. Also, we should tell our listeners there's a good chance we're in the documentary.
Oh, there is a chance. There was a video crew that came up to us when we were at the show in Miami and they like taped us dancing. I would
Yeah.
die. I would die.
Yeah. Like everyone around us, because we were next to this girl who had literally copied the Torture Poets outfit. Like
Yeah.
exactly. I mean, she bought it, but like whatever, it was a good outfit. And so they were probably filming her. But we were right next to her. And yeah, like all the people around us were like, holy shit, they definitely just recorded us. And I was wearing my favorite shirt, which is my Taylor Swift cat shirt. It's actually a cat shirt, but it's Meredith, Taylor's cat, and she has glasses on it. So I was like, but I bring this up because I'm like, if Taylor saw that footage, she definitely saw me. Like if I saw my someone wearing my cat, I would immediately look at that person.
I know. Totally. Totally. We can only hope. But okay, last piece of news. We are starting a book club. We're going to do a monthly book club, and we have picked our first book for the month of August. We are going to be doing the book club on Friday, August the 29th. We wanted to give you guys plenty of heads up. Britt, do you want to tell us the book that we are going to be reading for the month of August?
Sure, yeah. I'm like actually just finishing it, but that's good because I know it's good. I'm not going to make you read a bad book. But it is a historical fiction for those who like historical fiction. I mean, I think it's like a 10 out of 10. I haven't been able to put it down. The whole like premise of it, it's called Seven Sisters, and it's about seven sisters that were adopted by this man. And at the beginning of the book, the man dies. Pa Salt is what they call him, and it kind of brings them all back together. And he leaves behind like a clue for each of them to like kind of explore their past and like figure out where they came from. So each book is a different sister's like story. So yeah, so the first one is the oldest sister, and then the second one is the next sister, and so on and so on. So yeah. And I think there's something with like moons and astrology too with it. It's like there's a note at the beginning, you'll have to read it. Because there was a note at the beginning that's like basically like I guess there's like a seven sisters like moon. I don't know what it is, but there's some astrology thing linked to it. And they're like, you can ignore it or you can lean into it. It doesn't really matter. I kind of ignored it, but you might want to lean into it.
Oh, I definitely will. I love astrology. So best believe. Yeah, Seven Sisters by Lucinda Riley. So pick it up. We're going to read it and talk about it at the end of the month. That's all we have time for today, snitches. Thanks so much for joining us. We will be back on Wednesday with our friend Steph. So tune in for that episode.
And yeah, follow us on social, snitchinpod, TikTok, and Instagram, and tell everyone you know about us. And yeah, have a great week. See you Wednesday.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.